Welcome back to the of course show. My name is Marco Martinez, aka the host. If you hear noise in the back like SpongeBob, my girlfriend's sister's watching it, so excuse all the SpongeBob noise. But I am now here. I am back. And better than ever. Nah, just kidding. But no, for realsies. I just got healed. Well, that sounds really fucking weird. Not healed. I guess just better. I had a serious ear infection called swimmer's ear. And let's just say that shit fucking sucked. That is probably the worst, but I mean the worst ear infection I have ever had. But I mean the worst that I have ever had. Let me explain. It just hurt really bad. Well, here's what happened. Just one day I was lying in bed, just scrolling through TikTok and shit. And, just my left ear felt like I was getting pressure. Like when you're going up a hill and down a hill, you can feel like the elevation change and you can feel it in your ears. That's what I was feeling in my ears on my left one. So I said, so I just kept trying to yawn and yawn and yawn, but nothing. And I'm like, this is weird. Like this isn't normal. Like I've never had this happen. So I decided, you know what? Let me go get this checked because at first I was just like, nah, but until I realized this isn't normal. So I went to Quick Care. Well, like Brian's Healthcare, whatever you want to call it. Got checked, and she's like, oh yeah, that ear looks irritated. Because first she looked at my right ear and said, oh nope, that ear looks fine. And then looked at my left ear and said, oh yep, that one does look a little irritated. I'm like, well, maybe it might be just a ear infection that's coming on. She's like, yep. She's like, what yours is is a swimmer's ear. I was like, oh, never had that. What is that? And she says basically when moisture is trapped in that ear for long periods of time, it can cause that. And yes, it can occur with like swimming. Obviously, it's like the number one thing with swimming. But the other one that can make it occur is like when you're sweating a lot. Like if you're sweating and you have earbuds in. And when I was at the gym a lot, I haven't gone in like a month probably. I need to go back. I'm gonna start tomorrow. But with that, I put it in my ear. Obviously with my earphones. When you're sweating a lot, all that moisture is trapped in your ear for 30 minutes to an hour every day. Of course, something's gonna happen, which is what happened to me. And so fucking as the day went on, I went to go get my eardrops, and then the right ear started doing the same exact thing. And I'm like, well, that's weird because she told me that it like nothing was wrong with it. So I was like, what the fuck? Why is the right ear now doing it? But then as the day kept, I just did my little eardrops, but as the day went going, it was getting worse and worse until I went on to the next day. And I'd say probably for like the first 5 days that I had swimmer's ear was probably the worst time, especially in the middle. Because I was starting to get temporary hearing loss because of all that pressure in my ear. But I mean every single pressure. Like that whole fucking pressure in my ear was just making it worse and worse. To the point where my jaw, because your ear and jaw are all ear, jaw, like sinus are all connected, and so with my jaw, it was starting, both sides were starting to get swollen, and so to the point where I couldn't even eat because it hurt that bad. But I mean, it hurt that bad. And then same with just chewing just hurt, and then mainly my right ear was worse than my left ear, and it was to the point where it was so pressurized in my right ear I couldn't hear shit. My left ear was like halfways, so I could barely hear shit, and it was to the point where I could have a conversation with you, but I had to really focus. Like if I was washing the dishes and you were trying to talk to me, I couldn't hear you because of how loud not how loud, how quiet everything was, which which was really really bad. And not only that, I was starting to get immensely tense pain, headaches, but I mean horrible headaches, to the point where, well, because I was asking them, I'm like, well, do you guys have like antibiotics or something for my headaches? They're like, well, just take ibuprofen and whatnot, in which I was, and that was not working. So I was getting not only a little bit frustrated, but also a little scared, because I'm like, okay, well, it's not this, it's not that. Like I've done this, I've done that. Nothing's fixing my headache and my jaw pain and everything, nor my ear pain. I'm like, so what the hell is it? And now I went again, said, hey, you know, it hurts too fucking bad. And so then they cleaned my ears and they told me, okay, you know, we'll put you on a different one. They put me on a different one. However, I guess it wasn't under my plan, so they were trying to do an alternative. But I didn't have time for that, so I just said, you know what, fuck it. And I went back home and just kept using the same one, the same little bottle. And as time went on, it was slowly starting to get better. And also, here's the thing, because obviously when you have pressure in your ears, you know, what's the first thing you're gonna do? You know, try to like, you know, yawn or like chew, or another thing that I've learned is, like, you know, if you're trying to blow out, but, you know, breathe in, cover all your ears and mouth, and then blow out, and that should pop your ears. And let's just say that hurt really fucking bad, but I mean really fucking bad. It's like to the point where I about cried. That's how fucking bad it hurt. And so I was like, no. I was like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna get better. This hurts. But time kept coming on, and here I am, a lot better, because the pressure started getting lower and lower and lower, to the point where I could actually hear music for once. Like, I haven't put on my earbuds yet, but like in the car, oh my god, finally hear the fucking music. Like, finally hear the fucking music. Because in the Audi that I am now currently using, because Brittany, aka my Altima, is now dead, like gone forever, R.I.P., like Pop Smoke and Juice WRLD and whatnot. There's no way to really listen to music other than the radio, because there's this like little knob in the middle that doesn't really work, because what my dad won it in an auction, and we believe, this is our theory, we believe that the last person that had it probably either dumped some sort of like liquid, maybe like water, maybe like, or like soda or something, because my dad said it was a little sticky, and I believe that's what ruined like the just that electronic component, because all the other buttons work just fine. Just that knob is the only thing that does not work. And so he was saying that, you know, like, there's really not much we can do, like in terms of listening to music. Only thing that we could really do to listen to music is just the simple radio, and it has Bluetooth, but again, you can't really change, you can't really do much. And so, excuse me, I'm having hiccups. And so with my Altima, there's this AF, and it doesn't have AM, just FM transmitter. And that's what I'm currently using for music, and that works. And so when I had my swimmer's ear and I couldn't hear shit, you know, with music like that, like I said, yes, I could hear it, but again, not really that good. Until now that I am finally a lot better, I could finally hear the music. We also went to Colorado. Beautiful state. Beautiful state. The mountains just gorgeous, but I mean just so gorgeous. And when I was over there, since obviously a lot of elevation change, my ears didn't hurt at all. I was happy. I was glad that my fucking ears did not hurt. But other than that, yeah, I mean, that's kind of my whole story when it comes to swimmer's ear. I know I just kind of went into it because I just kind of wanted to talk about it, kind of just tell you where I've been. Same with my real estate journey. I honestly, I have not been doing much because, when I had that swimmer's ear with the horrible headaches, and I just did not feel like doing anything. Like I was sometimes bedridden or just like on the couch because my ears just hurt horribly. My ears hurt, my head was hurting, my jaw was hurting. I was super hungry. Yeah, no, there'd be nights where I'd wake up with chills and a fever and diarrhea. And when I looked into it deeper, it said that if I ever get any of those type of symptoms, to immediately go to the doctors or hospital, because that's more intense. And that's why I went the second time. But they told me that's just normal when it comes with the swimmer's ear. So, trying to get a hold of. I mean, I sent letters out to divorce lawyers like a bit ago. Haven't heard anything back. I might go back on their website, hit contact us, and kind of, do it that way as well, so they know I'm serious. I want to keep trying FSBOs, but kind of don't. Like, I want to try FSBOs when I know it's slow and try to go, but when it comes to try to get my name out there, trying to establish relationships, FSBOs are a great way because that could be potential leads, and I'm talking to people that I don't know. But what I want to do is like with a lot of legal people, like a lot of lawyers and bunch of stuff. Also, like a lot of like pre-foreclosure and foreclosed homes, like bank owned or REO or real estate owned, aka bank owned. Then maybe I can try to like talk to the bank and say, hey, yada yada, what do you guys have in your inventory that I could possibly try to help you sell, so then the debts can get settled, or just shit like that. If they are willing to do that. I mean, I have to constantly keep doing that. Pre-foreclosure are people that got a notice of default. So, they missed a payment and haven't made a payment ever since with it, or just, shit like, basically you are late on a payment. And so that's why I want to get a hold of them and kind of just tell them, hey, I know these are really hard times. I'm so sorry this is happening. I am here to help if you ever need any other guidance. If at this point you are deciding to just try to sell it, we can do that. But obviously, when it comes, because here's the thing, this is what I was reading. When it comes to pre-foreclosure, so this is before your home gets foreclosed, pre-foreclosure, my bad. What you do is, like, obviously when you talk to them, it's going to be a very hard subject. So talk to them as best you can, whatever. And if, there's some options that you can do, like a short sale. What a short sale is, you talk with the lender and the homeowner, and mainly with the lender, and say if they are okay with selling the home for less than what it's owed. So let's say you bought the home for $250, but the loan amount is, let's say, $200, but you say, what if we just sell this for like $180, $190, and you close the loan? If the lender agrees to it, then I can do that, and you do a short sale. Another one is, I could still sell their home like normal, because they're, like I said, it's pre-foreclosure, so their home isn't foreclosed yet. So in reality, they can just sell it like a normal home. But this is what I saw as well, is if you sell their home, what you have to do, if let's say, you sell, you're getting ready to list it, put it on the market, all that fun stuff, and say it gets under contract, when it is like completely sold, but I mean when the transaction is finalized and closed, it has to be in the time frame before the bank owns it, before it is completely foreclosed on. Because if it is not, if the home is not completely foreclosed on, the bank now has ownership to it and the homeowner does not. So what we have to do, if we put up the home on the market, the home has to get sold fast, so then the process can get through fast. And we obviously we might be able to talk to the bank, aka the lender, and say, hey, this home got under contract. It won't be it estimated won't be till this date. Are you guys okay with extending it out till this date? So then it gives him time. So it gives it time to pay you guys back, and gives him time to, for this not to affect him in any sense way. I don't know if I don't really know if you could do that. Maybe I could talk to some like legal advice, or like just like to other banks that do that like handle that, and maybe try to do that. No, but yeah, it's really kind of it with when it comes to that type of shit. Man, I'm excited, trying to finally get back on my feet. It's been a long time of just constantly downing myself, and when I got my hair cut to like, what was it? I think yesterday, 2 days ago, when I got my hair cut, the barber was a real one, and he did say something that kind of hit me, and he did say, if I don't have confidence in myself, I'm not gonna do good. If I don't have confidence, self-confidence and self-esteem and whatnot, like, other people aren't. Like, if I, let's say I'm trying to convince someone, hey, you can try to sell your home, whatever, and I'm not confident myself, like, like, I can feel myself flying through my teeth, and because I'm just not confident, and so they can hear that. They're gonna say, well, you don't really sound too confident. If we're being honest, you don't sound confident to really talk. And that can hurt me, and that can make it to where they don't want to talk to me. So that's kind of how my real estate journey is going. Let's see, what the hell is this? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Other than that, how's everyone else doing? How is everyone else doing? Again, if you hear SpongeBob in the background, it's my girlfriend's sister. She's just on it, so don't you guys worry. But honestly, other than that, I am here tomorrow, Monday the 17th. I do have my second appointment with a cognitive behavior CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapist, and that's just to help with like my stress and anxiety, and like ways that I can do the ways that I can like do stuff and whatnot. And so yeah, I'm gonna try to do that, kind of just like see what I can do, kind of like that type of stuff. Yeah, other than that, yeah, it's really so much what I got. I would not mind having her on the podcast, but really don't know what we'd be talking about, because I would love to have them, like, because tonight we are gonna go see NF with Corday. I'll tell you guys about that on the next episode. But my girlfriend and her sister, they don't really like talking on the mic, which I totally get. I'm not gonna force them on anything. But just a part of me is like, come on, guys, just sit down, have a little conversation, like, just have a little conversation, But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for this being late. I love you guys. You guys have a great one. See you on the next one. Bye bye.